But that's how we do.
What are you waiting?
I got this one right here now. Second mic, your choice.
What are you waiting for?
Well, we're getting set up for the pre-party, so you hear all the people in the background. We'll be moving on to the next song. Yeah, we're getting ready for Overboard. Let's go. Yeah, this is how we do. DJ again. Just check it out. You can check me out on my live stream at www.livestream.com/Miko Wins. Yeah, this is how we do. Out of Pack Stereo TV. I'm your host, Miko Wins, for tonight's private party.
I found you. I had no place to call my own. Life was passing me down the water. I was heading for the break alone. I don't worry, things are fine. There's no worry, you're right on time. I get carried away, it's a feeling I never knew. And when I'm in your arms, I go overboard. I don't want it to end, I can't stay away from you. You make me fall so deep, I go overboard. When the sky opened up and cried, all my hopes and dreams were bent. It was you who opened up my eyes, made me want to live again. I don't worry, dreams are mine. There's no worry, you're right on time. I get carried away, it's a feeling I never knew. And when I'm in your arms, I go overboard. I don't want it to end, I can't stay away from you. You make me fall so deep, I go overboard. You have been nothing but good for me. Don't want you leaving. You are the best thing to come my way. Baby, believe it. I get carried away, it's a feeling I never knew. And when I'm in your arms, I go overboard. I don't want it to end, I can't stay away from you.
Ooh, you hear that in the background? Uh-oh.
You make me fall so deep, I go overboard. Overboard. Overboard.
Well, well, well. We have someone here that's going to do a special performance tonight from Munich, Germany. Can't tell you his name, but just check us out on Pack Stereo TV. Tune in, chime in. I'm your host, Miko Williams, out of Los Angeles, California. Yeah, that's how we do. Check out my live stream, www.livestream.com/Miko Williams. Next song title, You Are. You are.
Been a long, long time since I spoke to you, and I know that there's no rhyme or reason to what you put me through. So I take your promises and all the memories, and I play them back 'cause I can't
I have a YouTube channel now with a bunch of videos.
Okay, see, so what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you paste it any way that you feel, right?
Yeah.
I want you to feel it because you're a producer.
Right.
So feel that. When you want to play this video, you play this track,
Yeah.
play this track, and then let me know, and you call it,
Yeah.
and we'll play with that, okay? Because
Cool.
it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. If I call it, it's called the private party theory. It's a combination of reality and studio.
This is not live.
When
This is my microphone, right?
I fall in love, I get
Okay.
dizzy. I fall out there just to teach a memory to draw me in. Still can't regret my big sin. Though I acted a fool, my double become a real has been. Tried my best to act cool through the hours. Weather had not kissed. Now there we say our goodbyes. No need for rushing crocodiles. Be there, then I would say funny. I will become what you've seen too much of. So I might have been. Tried my best to act cool through the hours. Weather had not kissed. When I fall in love, I get dizzy. When I fall in love, I get dizzy. Tried my best to act cool through the hours. Weather had not kissed. Now there we say our goodbyes.
Well, what you're listening to, Impact Stereo TV. I'm your host, Mika Williams, for tonight, pre-party show. Yeah, we have some people here from Germany that's doing some things. Yeah, that's how we do it internationally. So what you're hearing is us getting ready, and they playing their instrument, warming it up, all the strings in the background. Let's hear it. Hey, that's how it go.
call it
They
Monday
want more.
groove.
Everybody's listening to you guys.
It
They
just
love
stays
it.
up on Monday.
They really, really love it. They're saying more, more, more. We have people at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that's actually want to hear you guys keep playing. They are actually loving the pre-show
Oh, we'll play
before the
some more.
actual
We
show
just
gets
sound
started.
That was just, yeah, we're just sound checking.
Hey, but they loving it. You got the women over here on my
Make sure
chat
everything's
room
okay.
that's actually chiming in. They
you.
said sounds awesome.
Right on.
I just made this up.
Really?
Yep.
That's off the top of the head.
Wow. Go ahead.
Right. That's what they call real soul music. It's just right out of the soul.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So, you know, I got to congratulate Germany. World Cup. Got to
Yeah.
give props.
Hey,
That's all in the house
That's
for.
right.
I was
That's right.
debating if I was bringing my shirts today. I still got the Munchausen shirt, but it only has 3 stars. I need to put a 4th star on it
You
now.
know,
yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not. You know what? You know, I'm not going to say.
And
I'm
I
going
was
to say
still driving around with a flag on my car till 2 days ago.
Yeah.
celebrate for 4 years.
All right.
They kind of remind me of the San Antonio Spurs of the NBA. Clinical, just consistent, and it just seemed like get us early, we're gonna come at you late.
Okay.
We get out early, you can't catch up. Either way it goes. It was
Yeah.
almost like you could see how they played, and I said, I don't know, don't look good.
Yeah, they never gave. I mean, until Brazil, they really never trashed anybody.
Oh my God!
I mean, like against the U.S., they basically just did what they had to.
Right.
Right? They got their goal. They know even with a tie, we go on. So
Right.
we got the goal. We're gonna hold that. We're not gonna kill ourselves.
True.
And they just moved on like that. And then France was a little tougher.
Yeah. A little bit.
And then
tougher.
I don't know what happened with Brazil. They just fell apart.
Oh man, you're talking about youth was served. I mean, it seemed like they emotionally they just dropped. Once
Yeah.
I was sitting there in awe. I remember I was in the kitchen, and a friend of mine was going, "Hey Victor, they just scored." I said, "Okay, it's just one." Went in the kitchen, came back. Victor, they just scored again. I said, "What?" 5 minutes later, I'm cooking on. They scored again. I said, "It's over. It's over. You can't give Germany 3 points. You can't do it."
But between the 4th goal, I thought was a repeat. I thought they're just re-showing the other goals again, you know.
Exactly the same.
And
It was ridiculous. I
it
mean,
was just like one after the other.
Blowout,
it
right?
was demoralizing. That's so
It
cool.
would be like an equivalent of like an NBA final game, and they won like 102-49.
All right, Mario. All
But you know,
right.
Neil, see, now we're paying more attention, so look how America's starting to come now.
They got the German coach now. You know, like the American team. That was so funny. Some of the guys from the American soccer team, they have a stronger German accent than I do,
Wow.
because they're playing. A lot of them play in German.
That's true. That's true.
They're
Everybody,
German Americans with American passport, but they live in Germany and they're trained over there.
Wow.
everybody, you're getting used to our guests. They're getting settled in. Remember, this is the pre-show. We're not trying to work them.
Yeah, that's right.
First of all, remember, this is the private party. So we make them comfortable.
Where
Get
the
them.
cocktails at?
Well, we were just about to ask you because we do have those things available
Hey.
tonight, especially for the private party.
Right.
Rico,
Well, I guess I'll be taking over.
we're gonna be playing
On
some
decent
tracks.
DJing.
That's right. As we get everything set up, we're supposed to go live about 8 o'clock. Until then, we'll be getting everything sort of just settled in. Enjoy. Remember, you're listening to Pack Stereo TV. Coming up next, the private party with Nils.
I dig that. What is that?
Well, this is one of my favorites off the ccmixer.org. Love Shadows Fast remix called You Made It. Yeah, that's what you do. what you didn't know, I'm also a Grants Reesmo girl. Need for speed. That's right.
Hill. I just got the chord right.
All right. You still listening to Pack Stereo TV. I'm your host, Miko Williams, out of Los Angeles, California. And we're getting ready for the private party. Here we go. More Low Shadow.
That's right, live in studio performance tonight. We're gonna let them tell you more about it. Get settled in. It's the private party.
And hello, Becca. Welcome. Thank you, sweetie. Tune in. You'll love it.
What's happening?
Thank you, Mario, for that extra boost, sweetie. I see you. Yes, like I said, I see you.
That's right, that's how the body beats. Live in studio performance on the private party. We get to do it the way I guess want to do it, so.
That's right.
Nils is no newcomer to Pack Stereo. He's going to take us on a tour.
That's true.
He's going to play some, we're going to look at some, we're going to listen to some.
And who's DJing tonight? Yeah, go ahead and put it out there.
Nico Williams is your
right.
DJ for the night.
With a little bit of Tokyo. Swift.
So do you have links to my site up? And we wonder if we want to direct it to a video or something?
Sure can. That's right. So we can go there.
That's right.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, and then click on the videos, like takes a really video page.
Oh yeah. You guys, you know we're doing a double banger today. And we're doing a double banger tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
we're going to be wore out Wednesday.
Oh God.
When we come in here on Morning Coffee, Wednesday, don't be mad if we're dragging. I'm sorry.
That's true.
It's hot in here.
Hey. Literally.
You have the right sound of Body Heat. Welcome, everyone.
It's open side and I'm hoping that you like it.
All right. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
It's that kind of night.
Oh, yeah. It's that time, you guys. You know what it's time? It's time for you to learn how the real cats do it, right? I'm just hopefully wishing that I can just earn an internship in this world of musical composition. But right now, I can just beat on my knee, and that's the best you're going to get. Mario, I'm not going to take up your time because you are the man. You know that.
What the funk?
Ooh. I was like, really?
It's one thing for a world-class musician to write a book with a great title like How to Make Your Guitar Talk. But Nils has gone further, living, embracing, and even transcending those words he once penned since becoming an instrumental sensation in 2005 with Pacific Coast Highway. We remember that one. Give it up.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ooh.
That's right. According to BDS and the Nielsen Company, the title track to the Munich-born, Los Angeles-based guitarist Breakthrough debut album on Baja TSR Records was the most heavily played track in the smooth jazz format over the past 10 years with nearly 30,000 spins. The song was a true phenomenon in its initial release, staying at number 1 on the Radio Records Airplay chart for more than 10 weeks on its way to being named the most played song in the U.S. and Canada. He's here tonight to showcase his works. He's a man, he's not just a guitarist, he's a gifted songwriter, producer, and now author. Everybody, our guest tonight, Nils.
Bam.
Hello. Straight out of Germany.
Actually, I found out now. I think when I count back, I'm spent more times in the States than in Germany.
Wow.
I've been here for so long. Yeah.
Yeah?
I lived longer in the
Well, we
U.S.
welcome
in
you.
L.A. than I've lived in
Right.
here.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. What's the reason for it? The main reason?
Music.
Yeah.
You know,
His
that's where the
passion.
music's at, and that's what I came here for in the first place.
Nils, come on, give him a little synopsis of your history. I always love it the way, because you know you have an interesting story even just getting here. You know, you can give whatever version you want because it's your night now. So we run this. So, you know.
That's right.
We got a grenade. I originally I came here to study. Right? I was done school. I started University of Munich, Technical University, and I hated it. I had all these stiffs that had Samsonite suitcases with stickers saying more nuclear power, less crazy people. I was like, that's not me. I wanted it to be music, but it didn't seem to be an option where I lived in Munich. Because all the music they had was either strictly classical or like umpapa music, all that horrible shit. Or you play just strictly like corporate parties, like galas, they call them over there. There was really no future. And then I was lucky because my parents moved to Puerto Rico. And they were far enough away for me to get up the guts and just quit university and go to a private music school instead. Because I figured my dad couldn't reach me, whip me into shape. No, anyways, I did that for a while until my parents said, well, they cut off my money. I drove a cab at night to make money and went to school anyways, And so after a while they said, well, that school is not really a good education. I said, well, there are great schools in Los Angeles. And, the rest is history.
All right.
So they sent me over here and studied guitar in Hollywood, and then I studied composition.
And what year was that?
That was late 80s, 88, 87.
Wow.
And then I started working in studios, and I learned producing by working as an engineer, and we still had tape. you know, until I had this keys to the studio. And then when I had the keys to the studio, I started working my first record. I went in there and recorded.
Wow.
You know, we used the downtime and started tracking, and that was my very first record got done that way. And that record didn't do that well because I had a record deal and the label filed bankruptcy. And right under me, and we had like the Super All-Star bands together. One of your former guests, Howard Hewitt, was part of the singer, Phil Perry.
Oh,
That's where I
okay.
know all these guys from.
Oh.
It was called Nils and the West Coast All-Stars. We did some shows that were absolutely insane. And it was a 13-piece all-star band. Bobby Lyle on piano, Carl Anderson was in the band singing, still alive at that time. And the label filed bankruptcy under my ass. Excuse my language.
Wow.
Oh,
You can
man.
say whatever you want.
Okay, good. We're not censored.
No, no, no.
But
No
here's what
censors
happened.
here.
You know,
We're
we
not
did a
filtered.
deal to promote the show. We did like Fox Theater in Bakersfield. We played Monterey. We played the Ventura Theater. Those kind of concert halls. And we did a deal with the radio station to, you know, here's 20 CDs in exchange for giveaways in exchange for advertising. Well, the label never sent the CDs. So I had to go with my credit card to Tower Records and buy 20 of my own CD at retail.
Wow.
So I can give it away.
My goodness.
It was nutty. Anyways, I was so fed up with the thing that I wanted to quit and just write music for TV and film and said quit this stuff. But in the meantime, I had written some other songs.
Right.
And, you know, I was producing other artists, and I had another record finished, and I figured I'll just put it out so I have a business card. And that record was Pacifico. The first record that bombed was Blue Planet, even though it was a killer record. But then Pacific Coast Highway, my second record, I got a little tiny label to give me a deal. And the next thing I know, the thing blows up. Like we said, it was the most, Pacific Coast Highway turned out to be the most played song in over 10 years in the whole genre.
Wow.
Now,
And
you're a home recording, you know, because you mentioned before you were engineering, right, Nils?
Right.
So you were doing these recordings yourself, too? I
Yeah,
mean, you were
yeah.
really doing, because I think that's a kind of a big deal that you produced,
Yeah.
recorded, and you
And
have
I
a
got
home
more
studio.
and more efficient over the years because what I did with the record budgets, this is now my 8th record since,
Okay.
right? The new one that's out, Jazz Gems. Hey,
Hey, we're gonna, now here's the thing.
Perfect.
that's my best of CD. Now that's the 8th record I released, and you know, I invested, you know, and I almost got as many toys as you have in here. Just more like, you know, geared for music production. You know, I just basically did it so I can do the records at my house. Because, you know, like the whole record industry changed over the last 10 years. And, you know, record budgets isn't what they used to be. The days that we get picked up in a limo and have a line of cocaine and champagne on the way to the studio, those are gone.
Wow. Wow.
And I'm so mad. I mean, I just missed it. You know?
Ooh, yeah, you know. Take
Well,
it
maybe
away.
it's a good thing. Maybe,
Take it away to
maybe I don't
goodness
know
day.
how well it would be, right?
But see, it just lets you know, Nils, how real the music was. Because
Yeah.
even without that stuff, this music's still happening.
Well,
You know?
yeah, the other stuff has nothing to do with music. It's just kids having fun and partying, right?
Well, Nils,
The music got to be real.
tell us about your friend you brought with you tonight.
With me tonight, I got to introduce one guy. Now, this is Oliver C. Brown, original
Right.
percussionist of Casey the Sunshine Band.
Oliver C. Brown.
Leo Sawyer, Al Jarreau, is his own band Gravity 180, and you know, Nils.
And Nils like-
Now
and
he's-
Nils produced Gravity 180.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a very-
Gravity 180 is a great trio. It's Clydeen Jackson,
Okay.
which I talked about in the past. She's the girl who sang all the vocals on Avatar. She did The Lion King.
Oh, yes,
And she plays keyboard.
Wow.
Oliver plays percussion, and a very talented songwriter, singer, Harold Payne, plays guitar. As a trio, they have this really cool contemporary pop sound, and called Gravity 180, that I got to produce one record for. and we just clicked so much that I basically had to assimilate them into my band. So Clydeen and Oliver are the core of my band as well.
Right.
I'm going to leave you a copy of the album.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely,
please
my
do.
brother.
Yo,
We appreciate
love
you.
it.
So Nils, now you're going to give us a tour. Remember, the private party is just that, you all. It's a private party. We get to play and jam and do music thing. Even give the guests a chance to have a break while we play some of their tracks. We have the chat room. We want to say hello to all of our folks in the chat room once again. From Port Townsend, Washington, jazz, blues, R&B, aficionado, the host of Online with Mac, retro jazz and blues, our own Mac McAllister, from Port Townsend,
All right.
Washington.
Mac.
Also from Washington, our own gifted, talented Becca Inspires everybody.
Becca.
All right now.
All day, girl. All day.
That's right.
Now, as I was saying, Nils has an extensive site. We got the new CD. Well, we got stuff pulled up. Not the new stuff. But let's take a look. And at his site, because
Nice.
now Nils, you could tell us what we could do it a bunch of different ways. Now I
Okay.
don't even know. He's going to play some tonight in the studio. He's going to do some live. I told him we could go to the website and play things too. It's not a problem. So that way he gets to sort of, massage his presentation without stressing himself. So once again, everybody, our guest, Nils.
Hey.
Bam.
And Mario, Claudia is on my live stream. She's watching it from my live stream channel. She said that's the one that came in last time from the Bridal Expo. So her and her girlfriends are watching. They're in that chat room. So thank you,
Interactive.
Claudia.
Interactive.
Yeah, we have 3 chat rooms available and open.
All right. Maybe we should send them a video.
Okay.
Let's try that out. Click on videos. And then on the live videos, I think the third one, Casablanca.
Ladies and gentlemen, getting our guests settled in. You're listening to The Private Party. Oliver C. Brown on percussion. Here tonight with Nils. You got Victor, Miko, and I. We're getting this ready.
And it's buffering.
There you
Love it. There you go.
All right.
That's Donnell Spencer on drums. There's Oliver.
Big O.
The song is called Casablanca. It's the new single that we just released a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to turn my phone on too and we film in.
What I did to do this
How's that?
video,
Shoot
I had
back.
the audience take their phones out and film. And then I say, you can film, but send me a copy. And,
No,
and
that's
that's what I
right.
edited together.
That's really smart. That's interactive. everybody.
Don't hurt 'em.
Looking at videos from the website.
I love this.
Nils. Get all his stuff up at YouTube. My man believes in completeness with his presentations. That's right, all the way up there on YouTube, everybody. Nils.
Hurting us. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was so nice.
Big Johnny Britt. He's been here.
Johnny. Yeah, but Johnny's my neighbor.
No
Well,
way.
not neighbor. We live like 2 minutes from each
But
other.
you know what? I do have to ask this because I'm a jazz fan. You ever worked with Peter White?
No.
No? Dave Koz?
Dave Koz, yeah. Actually,
Oh my
I'm on a new. I just wrote a song for Nate Harrison's record, and,
Really?
and Dave Koz and myself are featured on artists coming out out January 15.
You know, he's,
And what about Chris Bodie?
I've never heard. I met him
You
once.
guys would be perfect
well,
together.
we need to direct you to the site because he has the
Oh
full
my God.
Monty. You know, let's just say he has everything up there from the store. He has tour information videos. We're actually playing videos and music from the site. Now, Miko, he has some interesting photos
I'm
too.
looking. Oh my God.
So you know,
his name just ringed in my
okay.
head.
Well, let me
Oh
just
my God.
blow this up a little bit.
Yes.
And let's take a look because I mentioned the thing about him having the studio because for many of us, these are work environments. Even this studio where we did the 9 CDs too was initially a converted garage. But take a look at his spot. You get a feel for a person's environment. He's got all the stuff. You know what? I don't know about you. For me, Nils, you know the thing when everything went digital, it took me a long time. I kept racks for like another 10 years. I kept racks and just dusting them, not using them. Racks and racks of equipment. And one day you finally realize, you know, so much more of your stuff is digital today, so you can shrink stuff.
Yeah.
But look at this wonderful studio, everybody. You get a chance to see the work environment of the man who's a songwriter, a producer, an author. Got the cat. Gotta have the cat.
Yeah,
Got mine.
platinum record there on the wall.
Oh, congrats. There you go.
Yay! Get it! Look at you.
That
Oh
was
my
the
God.
Temptations. I worked with the Temptations.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He got a
That's
kitty
not,
too?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
always
goodness.
there, and he helps me mix. He jumps on the board,
Smart.
Now, Nils,
chases the faders.
we're going to follow you as you would like, mixing it in tonight. Remember, we're able to spin the music. We can play anything from your site, and you have such an extensive presentation there.
Well, what I did on the side, and I might rework it, but I did 4 areas. There's when you go on the main, on the whole page, you have like the artist, the guitarist, the producer, and the composer. And I haven't really filled them up yet. The artist is basically what you expect me as a contemporary jazz artist. The guitarist is more like for the guitar aficionados, what kind of amp I play, and you find all the information, my guitars.
all right.
And then producer shows you a little bit about all the other stuff I produce.
Right.
Because I do a lot of different stuff, like what's up there right now. You know the girl Darlene Love and Judith Hill. I just worked with them on the Spirit Awards. They performed "Lean on Me," and I had to produce an upbeat version of the song for them to perform on the award show because I did the music for the award show. And it was a funny thing because they kind of threw both of us a curveball. They didn't know they were thinking singing their old version that they're used to, which is a ballad. And I come in and to me they told, well, we want like a more upbeat, like at least mid-tempo version of the song.
Right.
Give it a groove, put some drums behind it, and So I did that. And we just met like 5 minutes before rehearsal and said, well, here's a new version, sing this.
Wow.
So they were taken, and I got some tough diva love there for a minute, but once they finally just like got into it and sang it, I mean, they had it down in 1 minute, and it's just turned out beautiful. And so that was it was interesting because that gave me a whole different area to do. A lot of the music for that show was like indie rock,
Right.
Chili Peppers, and Arcade Fire and Arctic Monkey and kind of like in those veins, which is very different from the contemporary jazz stuff. You know.
Is that just something you always wanted to do, or it just fell in your lap?
I love doing that.
Okay.
I always say I'm a rock guitar player who learned too much and ended up in jazz because I had a huge hit. People call me a jazz guitar player. I always think I'm a fraud because I play a little jazzy groove stuff, but I'm not really consider myself a jazz player. You know, I play soul, blues, R&B, funk.
Yeah.
Rock.
Claim
You
it
know,
all.
rock.
Why not?
Yeah. You know.
You played it all. Claim it all. That's what I'm looking at.
Well, so interesting how we self-define based on, I guess, to how we came up, what we were listening to, the people we were emulating. It has so much to do with that, how we identify ourselves. Because that's why when you talk about Nils, I have trouble. I don't usually want to introduce him as a guitarist. I usually have to at least make sure I add at least a couple more adjectives with that in order to even get people to have a feel for what he's doing.
I appreciate that, and I mean, the only thing I would intervene is if you introduce me as a smooth jazz guitarist, because they would be too limiting for what I do.
Very true.
That would be
Very true.
I said I want to be known as a guitarist. Is fine.
There you go. Yeah.
But I do a lot more than smooth jazz, even though I've got a big hit in that thing, but. You just go with the flow. When it happens, and you go with it.
Oh, great.
And then I did actually. I check this out. I just came out with a songbook.
Okay, everybody.
Wow.
Now this.
What out?
This book has goes basically with the CD because 8 of the songs from the new CD are also in the book. So it's kind of like a best of, and it comes in 2 flavors. One is a note-by-note guitar transcription of everything I played, and the other one is a lead sheet book. It's the same thing, lead sheet that has also, now you can check this out, is transposed for sax and trumpet.
Wow.
So it's actually for all instruments, not just sax and trumpet. So you could play it for guitar, piano, because it has concert key, but then it's B flat and A flat, so you can have it for all the horn parts.
Wow. Everything available on the website. There it is too.
Yeah, and it comes with a CD.
Yeah. Okay.
Of the in the back, and it has the basically the tracks without the lead guitar, so you can play along with
really
all the
nice.
tracks from the book, and you have the backing tracks right in there.
That's tight. That's tight.
Nice.
You could put nice photos in there and little stories about the songs. And then the other thing I did is I started doing videos on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Nils Guitar, NILS Guitar, or you just get the link from the website. And on that YouTube channel, I have instructional videos, and I have videos that go with the song. So you can have the book, then you can check out the video, and I take out a couple of the tricky passages.
Wow.
And then, you have the CD to jam along to.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Smart.
So progressive with the offerings. Because Nils, again, I want to stress this. This usually with you, these are personal works that you lay out, right? You do. How much of this do you do actually hands-on?
I did all of this.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I grabbed it.
Go ahead.
That's why I had to bring it
wow.
up. See, where's my clap? No, because that's my point. See, he's
Now these
creative.
days you gotta be.
Yeah, he lays out. He lays out the song book. He lays it all out. He puts all these things. He supports his own products online with all those supportive
and then
materials.
cross-pollinate, What I did, and the way I got this printed is too, I did a deal with a printer in Germany. I produced 2 songs for him, and he printed up these books for me.
Smart. Now, wait a minute. How long from creation to completion?
Oh, this book, a year.
A year?
It was a long time, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is first rate. This is
Yeah.
first rate.
Well, I've always said to you, Nils, you know what I mean?
You just keep
it's the
hacking
new
it.
business, you know what
Wow.
I mean?
Yeah, it's the new
rate.
business. You cannot just sit there and wait for somebody to do it for you.
Right.
You just gotta, as an artist, you gotta always think ahead. It's like, I'll think myself as like a content creator.
Right.
Like, what else can I do? Can I put out, like I did the video,
Yeah.
like I did put this book together, like, even like I'm doing my own records, it's like I'm just sitting home and writing. I was very busy last year.
Okay.
I did the new CD, as you've seen, is a best of CD, so there was only one new song on there.
Okay.
Which we should play, by the way. It's the single right now. It's number 13 on Billboard this week.
All right, tell me what was that?
That is After the Storm, the last song on the CD.
Wow.
You play After the Storm.
Yeah, we should check that out.
We're in a new age, and it's called empowerment, which
Yes.
sells.
Yes.
It used to be just performance, but now empowerment sells smart. Now this is After the Storm.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
same quality to the big studios, but I cannot produce the whole band at once. I don't have the big room and that many microphones. But the ones that I do have are the same quality as the best ones. I got really nice preamps, I got really good converters, a couple of good mics, and I just layer it and I know how to make it sound like that.
All right, you're listening to The Private Party. Guitarist, producer, author, musician, instructor, Nils here. Go to the site, look at the song book. Man.
Welcome to what we call, believe it or not, most people don't even know this. This is the launch, the official launch of Pack Stereo Live. It's the first Monday artist live performance. Neil, you didn't know that. That's you have launched the series, the season, and the new program. It's gonna be hard to follow. I don't know how anybody's gonna follow it. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough, guys.
Congratulations.
Right, you're listening to the best of Nils, Jazz Gems, After the Storm. Yeah, everybody live.
He got me, Mario, with them drums and that guitar. He over here working it out. Watch out. And he was on beat with the song. My goodness.
You're live in studio.
That's my song to come out by
Hey.
This is it.
Now, what you guys are going to do some live?
Yeah, I was going to bring want to do Kona Girl?
Let's do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of different pace. It's a pretty tune.
All right, everybody. Get ready, we got to have our guest. Here we go. Our guest,
This is dim the lights.
Nils, along with Oliver C. Brown, accompanying on percussion. Here we go.